Well, the White House is defending the president's tweets, comparing nuclear buttons. White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders told reporters today it is not taunting if the president is defending his country. The president warned North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un that he too has a nuclear button on his desk, and he says his is bigger than Kim's. But while President Trump is sending messages via Twitter, North and South Korea have a new way to communicate. A hotline in Korea's demilitarized zone was restored for the first time in nearly 2 years. Kim Jong-un says he is open to talks about the upcoming Winter Olympics in South Korea. A short time ago, I spoke with South Bay Congressman Ro Khanna. He is calling for lawmakers to pass legislation on Monday restricting the president's ability to launch a preemptive nuclear strike without Congress's authorization. I asked whether the president's latest Twitter battle with Kim Jong-un over the size of those nuclear buttons adds to the urgency.
The fact that the president is out there conducting foreign policy on Twitter adds to the concern of miscalculation. The biggest risk to nuclear catastrophe or war is that we have an escalation of words that leads to miscalculation, and the president is exacerbating that risk. We know what works to solve this crisis. Bill Clinton did it in the 1990s. For almost a decade, North Korea stopped plutonium production. We had bilateral diplomacy. Secretary Shultz in the Reagan administration and Secretary Perry have called for that kind of diplomatic approach. South Korea actually is undertaking that approach, and that's what we need this administration to do.
Now, if the legislation were to pass, Congressman says it would also cut off funding for military action should the president defy Congress and launch a preemptive nuclear strike.